Why lawyers might not take a case against an uninsured motorist. I had a potential client come in this week and she explained to me that she was rear-ended. It was a hard crash. Ambulance took her to the hospital. She's had a lot of treatment and she had been calling around to lawyers to try to get somebody to take her case and not having any luck. So I asked her to explain what was going on, and it turns out that the car that hit her, the driver that hit her, had no insurance at all. Presumably the owner of the vehicle was also that driver and had no insurance. So my next question to her was, okay, well, on your own insurance policy, do you have coverage for uninsured motorist? And I've mentioned this before. What uninsured motorist does is essentially if somebody's at fault for causing an accident and injuring you, then the amount of money they owe you would be paid by your own insurance company under the uninsured motorist portion up to the limit of the policy. So it turned out she didn't have that either. So I explained to her, look, this is how it would run. If you were my client, we would go to trial because there'd be no money to settle the case. We would go get a verdict against the person that injured you. Maybe it's $50,000, maybe it's $50 million, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the trial, the jury would provide a verdict. It would be on a nice little piece of paper and you could frame that and put it in your house somewhere. But because there's no insurance available to pay, there would be no money. And since personal injury lawyers generally work on a contingency, which means they take a portion of the winnings, if the winnings are zero and there's no money to be had by the lawyers, they're probably not going to want to front a lot of money and a lot of time to end up with zero. So this is just another one of those stories that tell you, hey, pull out your own insurance policy, check to make sure that you've got uninsured motorist and underinsured motorist on your own policy. It's generally not that expensive compared to liability, and it will protect you in situations like this one.